All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's fight.
Okay, it's not working out. Not working out. Switch southpaw. Switch that. Switch stance. Switch stance. That's it. What we do in the gym.
Next time!
Come on, you're better than that. You're starting to make mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch.
And box.
Come on, get your boxing back together. Focus on what you gotta do. Oh, get your head back. Get your head back.
What up? Mic check, mic check. What up? Precisely. What's good, man? What happened? What was weird, man? Let me know. Oh, yeah, yeah. When they turn backwards, that should be mad funny. This guy just quit. How you pronounce his name is Efcyegor. I'm not even going to try to attempt to pronounce that enunciation. Enunciations. Hey, words, son. Yo, YouTube was offline for a little bit yesterday. This shit was kind of scary and hairy. Oh shit, I'm fighting Mayweather, son. He don't look nothing like Mayweather. Oh, he quit. Good, good. Yeah, he should have made him better than that. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Pretty boy Floyd. Yo, send me an invite if you want to spar. Precisely, let me know. If you want that rematch, let me know, man. Ah.
Let's do it. Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths. Let's do it.
Yo, PMW, what up? Make sure you hit the like button. We can fight if you want. What up, Fonzo? Welcome to the stream. Make sure you hit that like button. UFC? That guy's trying to play in a whole different game. The guy's crazy. And if you beat him in UFC, he's going to be like, yo, man, you can't do that to me in 2K. I hear like a humming noise. Do y'all hear that? Coming from outside. I thought it was my headset. I was tripping. I'm like, what the hell is that? Oh, they gave him the flash KO and I was winning. What a bummer. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Be right back. Yo, PMW, send me the invite. You can't pick Pac-Man. You can't do no cheesy moves. Those are the rules. Let's go. It's just 2 rules. No cheesy moves, and you can't pick Pac-Man. It's just 2 rules. That's it. And we fight at lightweight. Yeah, send me the invite, bro. I'm waiting. Gotta be lightweight, though. Put lightweight. Hmm. 1.5. You picking Ryan? All right, let's go. I already know you're about to do some cheese shit. No cheesing, man. No exploiting the game's glitches. No, Pac-Man is too much cheese with him, yo. Can't even hit him.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing.
You can't do the double uppercut to the stomach twice in a row.
Alongside me is Johnny
That's
Nelson.
cheesing.
About time. King Rye. And it's the
No cheesy moves, man. Just regular boxing, bro. Don't do no exploits.
We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Catch and shoot.
Why can't I hit you? What's going on?
He scores with the counter. Swing and a miss with that hook. The straight right just misses. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Didn't land that jab. That uppercut just missed. Just avoids the left uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't. And there's the bell to start round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Beautiful counter punch.
Yo, Junebug, what up, my boy? Make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget.
An option for these two. The jab not finding its target. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what?
Yo, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that.
And so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The belt.
Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. Good one. Oh, what a punch. So much firepower here. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just missing with the uppercut. Nice counter shot. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Tried to score with a jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why?
No horn a second, Johnny. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Both men step back for just a moment. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That punch landed. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Garcia in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. And there's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Willing to go where the other fighter won't. He just misses with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Done with that counter shot. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. Caught him. That counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talking about Garcia in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go up.
And there's the bell for round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He threw a punch and just got countered. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He misses with that jab. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something? And there's the bell for round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter?
Yo, good fight, PMW. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the gym work. Appreciate it. Good sparring match.
So they will throw in the towel. The corner has
PMW says, let's go heavyweight. Yo, shout out to PMW, man. He's one of them ones. You know, I just got lucky today. It happens, you know. Good fight, bro. I got you back, Jack. Crip cut a like and subscribe. He said, go ahead and make your video, little video. The Get Back Part 2. Featuring Crypto versus PMW. Coming up next, Junebug. Send that invite. See what happens when you don't cheat and you just fight regular punches and, you know, and people get to see the real deal. You know what I'm saying? None of that cheesy stuff. None of that cheesy puff Dorito Cheeto stuff. Yeah. Precisely says rad. Precisely been wanting to fight you, PMW. I don't mean to put it in the air, but he's been telling me that. Yeah, I use everybody. Khan, Robinson, Pacquiao, you name it. I use them, bro. Yo, y'all gotta fight again. I want to see it on SharePlay. I want to see Precisely and PMW fight. Now I want to see an updated fight. Yeah, updated fight like today. I need to fight today. Somebody tell Junebug pull up. I heard he was the best right now. Somebody called Junebug. Somebody get Junebug on the line. Tell him to sign a contract. I don't fight heavyweight, man. I do okay with Muhammad Ali, but then people start cheesing. They use custom fighters, and they do that Pacquiao shit. It's not even worth it. Man, you fight every weight. You know how to cheese in every weight. You got to fight it for every weight class. I only won today because I told you not to do cheesy moves. Now, Riddick Blow is slow. Yeah, he was my main when it came to the power. The way the game was when it released, that's when it was a good time to use Riddick Bowe, man. You could knock anybody out with him. Even though Wilder was doing that uppercut spam. Yo, where's Junebug, man? I thought Junebug was next. He's either next or he just came to flex. Which one is it? Can you flex and be next? Somebody get Junebug on the line.
We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the
Yo, this better not be you, PMW.
Garcia, one of the brightest stars in all of boxing. This Southern California native is must-see TV.
I want to fight Junebug, yo. I heard he was the best in the West. He said no.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Every time I lose, bro, I always say it's you. Ask Precisely. I'd be like, PMW, that better not be you. Precisely be like, he's sleeping, man. It's 3 in the morning. I'd be like, no, he ain't. That motherfucker's up.
Fighting out of the blue corner from Bolton, England. Here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
You couldn't buy a seat in this place.
All right.
You'd be very lucky if you're ringside, but you know what? Watch it from home, you've got everything on a plate.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. Here we go for round one. Jab does not score. Miss with that jab. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
These two were made for each other. A perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Hook misses. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. The game plan does not seem to... There's the bell for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
The counter punch does not score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Left uppercut doesn't score. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A perfect counter shot. You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, 3, 4, 5.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Let's see how the corner... Back at it in round 4. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Missing with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Garcia in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Come on, straight.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. And the build up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Good counter punching. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Swing and a miss for that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Do you believe what we are seeing? Throws the jab and doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
There's the bell for round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Garcia in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Just be smart. Don't be shots off.
Round 7, here we go. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Trying to land that jab. Just missed with that hook. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. We wanted action, and they are delivering. That counter shot lands. Tried to score with a jab. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think.
And there's the bell for round 8. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. Oh my God, Johnny! Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punch. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Yo, good fight, good fight.
Another win, another unanimous decision.
Another win, another dub for the stream. You already know, man. Crypto Cutter Light, man. All day, every day. Get out my way.
What tactics, what a game plan, what a result.
Man, he was pretty tough, man. Pretty tough guy. I don't know who he is, but I guess he's like a streamer or some shit like that. But he was pretty good. Wasn't better than me, you know what I mean? But he was all right. All right, gave you guys 2 great matchups. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Precisely, PMW, Junebug. Thanks for stopping by, showing some love. You already know. Your boy, Crypto Cutter Light. Like and subscribe.